And welcome again, ladies and gentlemen. This is our WrestleMania preview show for the Ep.8 Wrestling Podcast, heard on UniqueDivas.com and YouTube. Welcome again. This is Handsome Squirrelzilla here to remind you that WrestleMania this Sunday is Live live. And that's our cheap plug to start off. There will be more later
I
on.
swear to God, we're not doing LSD on this episode.
What's that?
I swear to God, we haven't taken LSD before we started this.
Yeah, no drugs were consumed. No drugs or alcohol were consumed at the time of this recording.
Oh god, that was good.
All right, so we have our three-person panel here. We have myself, we have Sir Dragon, and King of Strongcast. Welcome, gentlemen.
Hey, what's up?
Oh, hold on, gotta get the cocaine out. Wait, hold on.
Who's the
Okay.
Yeah, let's get that out of the way. All right, so as I mentioned, we're going to get into WrestleMania shortly, but we're going to pick up briefly where we left off in our last episode with our theme episode, where we didn't get to our overall rankings for our top divas of the Attitude Era. So we're going to get to those first before we get into Mania. So, overall, we're going to give our full five right off the bat, and then we'll just get into everything else. And we will also provide the list from one of the members of our forum, who's a big supporter of ours. That would be Janine. Little name drop there.
Shout out to her.
Hey, Janine.
All right, so my top five divas overall. Starting with number one, Ivory. She had all the in-ring ability, mic skills, and of course, she could play the healer face really well. And I flip-flopped my 2 and 4. Number 2 now for me is Trish, because she started basically as a manager and then worked her way up to become the badass we've all come to know and love. Number 3 was Molly Holly. She had a cute little gimmick, and she slowly evolved into the heelish character that we all came to know and love, as well as a very unique power move set with some aerial attacks. Again, my number 4 now is Lita, because much like Trish, she started off as a valet, but she could kick ass and kicked ass a little bit earlier than her. And my number 5 for me was Jacqueline. Because, again, as mentioned, she was the journey woman. She might not have gotten the respect she deserved, but she gets some love from me. So that's my top 5. And I'll read off Janine's list real quick. She has everyone overall. That was wrestling ability, accomplishments, mic skills, etc. Her number 1 was Stephanie McMahon. Because, let's face it, other than Lita and Trish, Stephanie was basically the queen of the Attitude Era. Number 2 for her was Chyna. Because, well, she was, again, first and only female Intercontinental Champion, sided with the X, ran around with Eddie, and yeah, she has a power moveset, and Chyna worked pretty well. Number 3 for her was Sable, because, well, she could go back and forth between face, heel, and she became a badass later on, and then became the despised heel. Number 4 for her was Jacqueline, probably for the same reasons I just mentioned.
Mm-hmm.
And number 5 is someone none of us mentioned in any of our lists, Mae Young. Because, well, in a sense, I can see Mae Young being quite the old badass, because she was the first old lady to take Bubba Ray's Dudley Bomb, I guess you want to call it, through a table off the stage, which you have never seen an old lady take that kind of bump. And let's face it, when that happened, everyone was like, holy shit. So, big ups to Mae Young for that, I guess. So, that was Janine's top 5 for the Attitude Era.
I got freaking Mae Young off the list simply because she gave birth to a hand, and it was insinuated she fucked Mark Henry. And any woman that has sex with Mark Henry doesn't belong on my list.
Well, maybe that's why she had her at 5, but still, you didn't see any other old ladies take that kind of bump from Bubba Ray Dudley, so.
The first time I saw it, I thought it was live murder. I thought that dead. Like, there's no fucking way. That woman is dead. But yeah, to quickly run off my 5. Number 5, the cat because titties.
Yeah,
Nice.
it's a good reason.
Number 4, China because first woman in the Royal Rumble. First and only Intercontinental Champion. Recognizable accomplishments, and deserves to be recognized. Number 3, Molly Holly because fucking I'm a mark for Molly and especially cousin Molly,
Mm-hmm.
and I wish she would show up in NXT because I need Molly versus Sasha Banks in my life like right fucking now.
Shit.
Uh, Number two, Sunny, because first crush, pretty much ever. And I choose to remember 96 Sunny and not modern day Sunny. Sh-
Yeah, we all choose to remember 96 Sunny.
Nothing wrong, nothing wrong with your modern day Sunny. In case you happen to listen to this at some point in your lifetime before you die. And number one, of course, the uh, Queen of Canada, of course, Trish Stratus.
Ah,
Uh,
yes.
because why the fuck not? It's Trish. I mean, no explanation needed. Right, the best diva of all time, and the hard pressed to be ever be topped anytime soon as the best. Rose came in as nothing and rose to be the best.
Um,
Me and Score were watching her before she even debuted. I saw her on OTR and I was like, this woman is fucking ridiculously gorgeous.
Yep, it's like, oh my God, is she real?
Yeah.
Be still my heart. And I have met Trish, and she is all kinds of awesome. I will not lie.
oh,
Yes, I met her at
oh, you
Fan
lucky,
Expo last year in Toronto. She and Lita were there. It
oh,
was
you
all,
lucky bastard.
yes, she was very personable, and she was very appreciative of her fans, and she was I can't say enough good things about her. She is truly an amazing person.
Damn. All right. I
So,
guess. All right. Now it's my turn. Number five is actually a three-way tie. It's kind of hard for me to separate them, but it's basically um, the wrestlers Molly Holly, Ivory, and Jacqueline, because basically they were um, the a wrestler's wrestler. They were never like the diva or like they're like like modeling and all that, but they basically get in the ring and they fought. They basically was wrestlers from the independent leagues, from like Ivory was like Tina Moretti, Jacqueline was Sweet Georgia Brown, and Molly Holly was Starla Sexton. They were basically indie wrestlers before finally becoming who they are today, and that's basically they should be role models for women wrestlers. I'm no disrespect to Trish or Lita, but those women should be who women want to be like. I want to be wrestlers just like them because they started from the bottom, from the indies, from like regular normal shows to where they are now. So basically, for me, that's they're number five because it's kind of hard for me to like separate them, but that's number five for me. Ivory, Jacqueline, and Molly. Um, Number four would go to China, with China because she's basically was the first ever female to wrestle men, and she did it very well, being like a two-time, three-time intercontinental champion, first ever female to be in the King of the Ring twice, the first ever female to be in the Royal Rumble, and like the first woman who was probably even close of getting a shot at the World Championship thanks to that Triple H versus China versus Undertaker match. So it's just like imagine if she actually won that, it would be her versus Steve Austin. So I'd be like, oh my god. She fought like she basically fought like the top guys like The Rock. She basically got stunned constantly by Stone Cold, and like she was basically a woman that can easily handle a man's finisher and be like she was basically good and she should be in the Hall of Fame, but unfortunately that won't happen because of her days of porn. Number three, I would have to go with like Sable. She was like valet, and she became a wrestler, and she became this be like, oh, this is the woman that we all want to have beside them, and which right now Lesnar has. So Lesnar's smiling every single day now, and actually Lesnar's smiling. I think Sable was the reason why Lesnar stayed in wrestling because Sable didn't want him to be like fighting MMA no more. So that's why Lesnar resigned. So Sable's number three. Number two, of course, is Lita. She's basically the pioneer of high flying diva and the first ever pioneer of high flying divas, and was basically every man's fantasy of a red haired like idol be like, oh my god, I gotta have myself a redhead because it's basically Lita. Um, and she basically pushed a lot of girls to become who they are today. Like you AJ lovers, what basically better be thanking Lita right now because if it wasn't for her, AJ would probably be doing something else with her life. And number one is the Canadian goddess, which you guys already proclaimed your loyal devotion and your religious beliefs to, Trish, Trish Stratus. And it's kind of hard to say why not, but it's just like we already know she's basically an influential person to a massive amount of divas, even um, wrestling divas like Natalia basically own wants to be said that she idolizes Trish and Charlotte and a whole bunch of basically Trish was basically an idol to every diva right now or every female wrestler that wants to be a diva right now. So it's just like who can be truly number one but Trish. So that's my top five.
And we don't know the concept of brief. All right. No, anyways, yeah, what can be said about that? Good.
I can't say more about Trish. That's why it was brief.
Not just Trish, it's everybody, but anyways. So yeah, that was our overall diva rankings. So, because we didn't get to them the last episode, so that wraps that up real quick. All right, so now we're going to get into the proverbial meat and potatoes of our episode today. WrestleMania weekend. There's quite a bit to get into. We got the Hall of Fame on Saturday. There's some news regarding that, regarding the host, which we'll get into in a minute. And of course, we got WrestleMania itself on Sunday. We're going to cover our predictions and our thoughts on each match, as well as the changes to the kickoff and everything else. And just to leeway into that, we will be quickly discussing our top three favorite WrestleMania matches. So I'll give out my three in no particular order, real quick. First one for me would be the 60-plus Iron Man match, 60-minute plus Iron Man match with Bret Hart and Shawn Michaels at WrestleMania 12. Because as Shawn said when he and Bret buried the hatchet, it was a match nobody wanted to see, and they felt nobody could pull it off. But as they said, both Shawn and Bret went out there and exceeded all expectations for it. Second match for me is also includes Bret Hart. It's the following WrestleMania in the now famous submission match with Stone Cold Steve Austin for WrestleMania 13.
On my list too. Yep.
Yeah, because that story, there was a unique evolution with that because Bret went in as the favored face and Austin was the badass heel. And as the match progressed, you could see that the roles were beginning to flip. King of the Ring 96 got Austin noticed, but this match is what put him over, like ridiculously over. And of course, my last match, got thrown in an Undertaker match here. WrestleMania 25, Undertaker, Shawn Michaels. So, what arguably one of the greatest matches in wrestling history, if not ever. Honorable mention goes to Taker versus Kane from WrestleMania 14. That's honorable mention because they built that up ridiculously a lot, and it took 3 tombstone pile drivers for Taker to finally put Kane away. So, those are my 3 plus honorable mention.
I'm choosing to go last, so go next.
I think I was hoping I was going to go last.
Not too bad. No, I already chose it. Go ahead.
You gotta call it.
Oh, shut up. All right. Well, man, nah, man. This means like thinking about all the matches is kind of hard for me to like pick which one. Oh, damn. You see, that's why I want to be last because like it's kind of hard for me to like pick.
You can't pick 3 off the top of your head. Your top 3.
Well, I know one of them's definitely Randy Savage versus Ricky the Dragon Steamboat because I was a Steamboat fanatic and Steamboat winning the Intercontinental Championship right there was like the best thing that could ever happen. And I think Steamboat should be a world champion, but that never happened. But man, um, well, well to me that match is number one. So I guess number two would probably go with the Bret Hart versus Stone Cold because Because that storyline was amazing. It'd be like Bret Hart came in as the babyface, Austin came in as the heel, and then as like you said, match progressed. Everybody then basically had sympathy for Stone Cold because he was basically bleeding like horribly. So basically, people had sympathy for Stone Cold, and then stayed cheering for him, and basically booing Bret because they thought Bret was basically being tremendously ruthless on him. And even Stone Cold said that he wanted to stay heel, so when the match was over, he basically stunned the referee for no reason to try to stay heel. Oh man, but that's number two, and I guess number three would be oh man, I'm not really I'm blank on number three, so so zero, you're next.
I don't know where to start. Do I start from one or three? Man.
I were in no particular order, so feel free to go whichever way you want.
Well, I'll just cover the obvious one first. I'm trying to. I have it on the tip of my tongue what my number three is, but I'm trying to remember it. So I'll go with the one we all have: Austin versus Brett. There hasn't been a more perfect double turn ever, before or after. If you were to ask me, uh, you know, um, to tell you what the perfect story told in a wrestling match ever is, it's this one because it stated the obvious. One comes in face, one comes in heel, and it changes everything by the end. The crowd just flipped, and it's not like Austin came in as just pure as like a heel that was booed by everyone. He was a heel being cheered, but by the end, he was he was the guy. Like it's what WWE doesn't do now. That night is when the crowd chose Austin as the next guy, and WWE listened. Like they realized this is the guy they want, and this is our guy, and it's something they don't do now. But yeah, that ranks number two on my list. I'm trying to remember what my number three is. Okay, but my number one is Austin Rock WrestleMania 17. So much into this match. My two all-time favorites going at it. No disqualification in the Astrodome and a crowd that is going ballistic. And there was so much happening during the week. This is the week that WWE bought out WCW. So this was something that will never happen again. There was so much culmination in this match that it took an epic encounter to something to what I believe is the greatest WrestleMania match of all time. And that's everything before and everything after. If you I don't know if you guys have rewatched it recently at all, but I go back and I watch it a few times a year, and that match amazes me every single time. Just the two greatest in their prime, going all out, blood, no disqualification, hitting him. Austin busts out the $1 million dream since his ringmaster days, and it was the perfect story. The Rock had climbed to superstar status in Austin's absence, and Austin was a man that now was willing to do anything to overcome his self doubt. That he was still the man, that he could still be the man. That he could beat The Rock 1-on-1. And but as the match and like the Brett and Austin match, you go back and watch it, you can see Austin his sanity unraveling brilliantly in the match. Like he's doing any and everything. He's doing tactics that you don't see him do. He attacks The Rock before the bell. He's clobbering with the belt. He's hitting with the ring bell. These are not tactics, that we had come to know Austin to do over the last few years. And it was like and then comes the ending. And I think we'll agree, no one saw it coming. In hindsight, it was a mistake because no one wanted to to boo Austin before or after. But outside of that, it's the greatest match of all time, to me at least, and at the greatest WrestleMania of all time.
It almost sounds like you're about to cry there.
I get emotional when I talk about the match, man.
It's
That
a
that
good.
that and I haven't even mentioned the goddamn fucking pre-match promo. The My Way video. What can I say? Greatest match, greatest WrestleMania, and greatest pre-match promo video of all time. Along with buying out WCW, all that culmination. I mean, how can you go wrong? I mean, if we all asked the best WrestleMania of all time, I doubt any of you would can argue anything out above WrestleMania 17. I doubt it. If yours isn't WrestleMania 17. And number three, I just remembered, Rock vs Hogan, and and that one kind of came out of nowhere because I was thinking I was gonna put Warrior Hogan WrestleMania 6, but I went with Hogan vs Rock because I worked that event because I got to be there live for that,
Damn.
and you guys have you you can't fathom that reaction live. I mean, you watch it on video and you're amazed, but to be in that arena when those two went face to face, that's bone chilling. That's something you
Man, it
can't.
sounds like you're getting like really emotional, man.
I
So
didn't
it's just
talk.
like, oh no, go
Trust me,
ahead, tell us.
trust me, when I'm able to talk about things that I enjoy, that with other people that I know and relatively enjoy the same things I do,
Mm-hmm.
I get on a streak, so I just keep going.
Oh no, I'm not making fun. It's just like I never like. Oh, trust me, I get emotional myself. I haven't hit the emotional part yet, but it's just like normally when I talk to you, you don't either. I
You don't,
haven't heard you.
me and you banter back and forth. You don't get to hear me talk a lot.
Yeah, like almost like
We
like
banter.
sincerity.
Yeah, I'm just being honest. Like
Yeah.
that I worked that event, so that means that's probably the one that means more to me than any other, because that's my wrestling moment. That's my number one wrestling moment in my life.
Mm-hmm.
I nothing tops that one. If I ever got to work another event, I doubt it even tops that. And and that's my top three. Honorable mention would go to Hogan vs Warrior WrestleMania 6 because that was my first live event ever. I have a photo from that event. And that one's my honorable mention. Actually, I have two. The other honorable mention is the TLC 2 from WrestleMania 17. Those six guys busted their ass, and it's the greatest ladder match I've ever seen. Even though it's a TLC, I consider it, it's ladders too. So, and it was for
Mm-hmm.
the tag belts. And that's the moment that Edge's career was over when he did that spot on Jeff Hardy. That's when he knew it was just a ticking clock for Edge. But man, that was a spectacle. You want to see train wreck carnage done right? That match, man. Hell, that entire event. I can't rant and rave about WrestleMania 17 enough. It's my favorite WrestleMania of all time.
Nice, well done. And that's why reasons like that, WrestleMania is on my bucket list. And which is why WrestleMania needs to come back to Toronto sooner than later. Hint, hint. But that's
Or just Canada in general.
yeah, exactly. I would be happy with that, but that's another tale for another day. All right, so we got through that. Our top, let's get
Wait,
things rolling.
he didn't finish his. He only said
Oh
one.
yeah, sorry, yeah, sorry.
Uh, well, well, the third one would have to be Edge versus Mankind. That Edge versus Mick Foley. That hardcore match.
WrestleMania 22
Yeah.
or 23
Uh,
was it?
I
I
think it
think
was
it was.
20. I
I
think it
think
was
it was
22.
22. Yeah.
I'm not sure what WrestleMania, but that WrestleMania basically kind of killed him. Edge's career like slowly, no slowly, because he went through a freaking burning table and basically get his body literally killed. But basically, that basically showed that Edge had balls to actually face mankind, and it basically allowed Mick Foley to do what he does best, which is basically torture, like maim and torture. And I'm just like, oh my God, that was just this, that was just crazy. But that match basically made me like Edge a lot because
Yeah.
he actually,
It's the match that made Edge a main eventer. It's the
yeah,
feud actually, not just the match.
hmm that match basically made me like give Edge a massive amount of respect. So okay, what's next?
Well, yeah, all right, so we're all good.
Yep.
All right.
No honorable mentions.
Oh man, you want me to do an honorable mention too?
Well,
If
we've
you
all
have one.
Okay, okay,
we've all had one, so we
okay,
figure you had one.
okay. Okay, honorable mention. I already know I'm gonna get hated by the Cena haters, but Cena versus Rock. Uh, that's kind of hard which one because like both of them were good, so it's like a tie. But like I said, I respect Cena. Like love him or hate him, you have to respect the man because he actually thinks about like he's basically there for wrestling. He's like you said with his promo about Lesnar, like he's there 24/7. He gets hurt every single day. He's there wrestling, doing what he does, and you can love him or hate him, but you have to respect the guy. And The Rock is basically, come on, The Rock, the greatest mic worker ever, one of the top 10 WWE wrestlers of all time, and it's just like you can't hate The Rock even when he's a heel. You still love you still love him. So it's just like so The Rock and Cena were two wrestling icons right there. Turned out and made very good matches. So it's just like very oh man. I can't say anything a lot about it, but it's just like to me that's like a ideal match for me. So like the ideal like how Hulk Hogan versus Warrior was like the ideal face versus face match. Cena versus Rock was like the face versus face match, and you saw a little bit of heel Cena because Cena basically played heel slash face against Rock, who was basically the straight out face. But it's just like that match was both the matches were good, so that's an honorable mention for me.
Okay, next we'll be talking about the Hall of Fame ceremony, which is this Saturday. And we got the inductees include Randy Macho Man Savage. We got Connor McCalloch, who's the little boy who died from cancer last year. He's receiving the Warrior Award. We got Alundra Blaze going in. Kevin Nash was announced this week. Arnold Schwarzenegger going in for Celebrity Wing. Tatsumi Fujinami is going in. And lastly, we got the Bushwhackers going in for the tag division. So we're all excited. So any particular acceptance speech you were all looking forward to? Or any inductee you want to see excited
I
for?
th- I think we all know the one inductee we're all looking forward to here. I mean, come on, Savage. It's all. How many times can we say it? Long deserved, and everyone's gonna be like, just completely, in tune when his induction is on. Like nothing else is gonna matter in the world to wrestling fans. Like you're gonna be in tune with that moment.
Yeah, most likely Lenny Poffo gonna be talking about his brother, and you know Lenny's gonna like talk like like have an emotional moment. So that's gonna be an emotional day for him mostly. But I want to see who inducts Medusa because it's supposed to be a rumored diva, but I'm not sure who.
Yeah, I'm not
It,
sure it
it,
is.
it, it better be since the diva, it better be a diva that has history with her. If I swear to God, if they throw the bells up there and talk about her, I would be fucking pissed.
But Palmer said current diva, so who's gonna have history with freaking Medusa of all the current divas?
Did they say current or did they just say divas?
No, no, no. I said current. It said the news said it was gonna be a current diva. So
Yeah,
most likely the closest one to probably talk
it'll.
about Medusa is maybe Natalia.
I think it'll be AJ just because apparently Punk and Medusa are good friends.
Oh, they are.
So yeah, he's posted photos with her and like
Oh,
when she rode monster trucks in Chicago or something.
oh, okay, okay.
So
If they're friends, maybe.
so if anyone, I'd probably say it's probably gonna be AJ.
Or they could do what they did with Sunny and have all the divas up there and just have one of them speak on behalf of everyone. But Asia would be ideal because she actually has personality and can actually talk. Whereas certain other divas really don't know how to get their message across in a convincing manner. But that's a rant for another day.
AKA the rest of the Divas roster.
Pretty well.
Ouch.
But yeah, Savage is going to be the emotional one of the night, obviously. And I know a lot of people never thought they would hear Pomp and Circumstance played through the loudspeakers again. That's going to get the crowd going.
I'm just kind of upset that it's not. I can understand the reasoning why it doesn't close out the Hall of Fame, but I'm kind of upset that it isn't.
It's
But
not.
I understand why it isn't. No, it's not.
What is?
From what I read, Kevin Nash is closing out the Hall of Fame.
Oh,
What?
shit.
Kevin? Oh yeah. Let me guess because he's freaking Triple H's friend.
Well, they're going to have another Click reunion, so that'll probably be why. But yeah, Savage would have been the ideal closing for the Hall of Fame, in all honesty.
Yeah,
But
Savage should have, but most
Yeah, but
likely.
I can understand why the reason because they said the reason is they don't want to close it out on a downer, like they don't want to have it like on a sad ending.
yeah, I can somewhat
Where
understand that. But
Well, maybe the ending should have been Arnold Schwarzenegger then, because he was basically the first person. Was he the first person? Oh no, he was the second person nominated right after the French
let's just say a celebrity should never end the Wrestling Hall of Fame ever.
absolutely not.
I don't
Okay.
care who it is.
Arnold will be some. They'll air Arnold's, I'm sure, but no, he shouldn't be closing it. And I'm just looking. And honorable mention for me goes to the Bushwhackers, because come on, man, it's Luke and Butch. They're the whoever thought this would happen. Like I was wondering when or if this would ever happen. They never won any tag titles in WWE. They won some internationally, but
hmm
they were more or less a comedic tag team during their days in WWE. But come on, man, I grew up in the '80s, man. The Bushwhackers were awesome. I got a
Yeah,
soft spot for them, man. They're just out to
they're
lunch.
amo- they're
So
amongst the most memorable tag teams
yeah,
during that
exactly,
time.
exactly. And I got a soft spot for them. So
Yeah,
they're like Crocodile Dundee times two.
yeah,
I'm waiting for them to completely avoid their sheep herders run. I don't know if you guys know about that time with the Bushwhackers when they were the sheep herders.
oh jeez, no.
It was in the rainy days, wasn't it? Or
Yeah,
okay,
that WWE is gonna gloss the hell over that one
yeah, probably.
because it was a very well it was a how do I put this racist? Yeah, I guess.
Oh jeez. Yeah, so maybe WWE should just avoid
Yeah,
mentioning that.
they're not gonna mention that really.
No,
They're like, oh yeah, they worked the indies and they came to WWE. There will be no love for that run in their career.
no, absolutely not.
Oh, man.
So yeah. So we're gonna think are gonna be any what the fuck were they talking about acceptance speeches or just gonna be straight up ones that make sense? Because last year, of course, the one everyone was talking about was Mr. T's acceptance speech
I love Mama.
every 10
Um,
seconds,
oh man, we
mixed
we
in with
were
Bible verses.
we were having that was so much fun with that man. The longer that went on, people were just like, "But when's he gonna stop?" Or yeah, he loves his mama. All right, man, I love my mama too. We love your mama too, Mr. D.
Yeah, man, we all know your mama by now. Jesus.
Oh my
And then
god.
and then he brought up birth canals and all this. I was like, man, I don't need this visual.
Like, man, that escalated quickly.
Oh man, I'm guessing WWE's regretting doing that. Be like, oh crap.
The team deserves to be in there. It just didn't need to go the way it did. But
Yeah,
it is that now.
I don't think T really understood um and how long how long he was supposed to go or what he was supposed to. I think he forgot actually where he was. I don't mean that in a bad way. I just legitimately think he forgot like where he was.
Yeah, that makes sense. That should be a fun night. Let's hoping.
But yeah,
Yep.
I don't think there's gonna be a speech like
Well,
that.
it won't be any speech like that, but maybe Arnold Schwarzenegger, maybe the way he speaks is like sometimes you don't understand him. So it's
Arnold's
just
gonna be
like,
gold regardless.
yeah.
Come on, man.
Um,
You can't go wrong with Arnold. I'm sorry, you just can't. Everything that comes out of that man's mouth is gold. You might not understand what the hell he's saying half the time, but you still consider it gold.
Yeah, I'm not saying nothing bad, but it's just like sometimes you don't understand what the hell he's saying. So
That's
whatever he
what
says, it's gonna.
that's what's gonna make Arnold's as long as he dishes out some one-liners. Be awesome. I would love for Austin to induct Arnold, but who is inducting him anyway? No.
I think
Uh,
Triple H.
yeah, Triple H because of their bodybuilding connection of some sort.
Yeah,
I love how that ends up being more about Triple H and Arnold and it completely ignoring that Austin was heavily involved in that too.
Of
yeah,
course,
but the
selective
thing,
history.
but the thing is,
It's only about me and Arnold, and there was nobody else. There was only me and Arnold.
yeah, but the thing is, this Hall of Fame is basically anything with Triple H because freaking Kevin Nash and Scott Hall's in there, and I have a bad feeling like Xbox is gonna probably be there next year.
No, no, I don't. The only way Xbox gets in is when they induct DX.
Mm,
Because there is no reason to
No, no,
induct
no, no.
Xbox as an individual.
The Xbox might be in there as like the mid Carter in the mid Carter wing.
No, there's more deserving mid carders than X-Pac.
Oh yeah, there's an endless list above Xbox.
Hmm.
Oh, I'm not. Oh, trust me, I know that. But come on, since there's a lot of Triple H friends already in the Hall of Fame, it's just like there's gonna be like a weird inkling that he'll be on there somehow. So
Yeah,
I'm just
I
saying.
don't see it. Wouldn't be surprised, mind you, but yeah, like we said, there's more deserving mid carders than X-Pac. So, but yeah, now we'll get into the what the fuck were they thinking news of the day regarding the Hall of Fame.
Oh, here we go.
Yep, this should be fun. Because Jerry Lawler, who was the MC for years previous for the Hall of Fame ceremony, is not hosting it this year for reasons we do not know. And he's being replaced by, drumroll please, Eva Marie. Yes, that Eva Marie from Total Divas.
That tumbleweed I see.
And that is now I hear crickets.
uh,
And why this is happening is anyone's guess, but they are sending her out to be crucified. Because people do not like her. People are going to shit on her because they want to see someone else host it, be it Jerry Lawler or someone else who can actually talk.
And someone that actually has that knows the history. You mean to tell me this woman knows the history of the Bushwhackers? I doubt that.
No. Does she know who Randy Savage is or Alundra Blaze for that matter?
Can
yeah.
she even name one opponent Alundra Blaze has ever faced? Is the question.
This
Maybe like Luna Vachon, but otherwise than that, nobody.
yeah, this is one of those things. It's like it's gonna be a train wreck just waiting to happen. It's gonna be like Letterman hosting the Oscars. Somebody has to jump in and save her because this is not gonna end well. It's almost worth tuning into the Hall of Fame ceremony just to see this happen, see how she does. You kind of feel bad for her, but at the same time, you really want to see how she handles it because this could not end well, and I'm kind of scared for her.
Yeah, like I don't much care for the woman, but I'm like this is beyond mean. I mean, unless this woman has is like a wrestling um historian that we clearly have no idea about, I don't get the reasoning behind it. It's like sending Michael Cole to wrestle a women's match. It's like this is fucking this makes no sense. Like I'm still like when I read, I'm saying like that's gotta be wrong, but, right? It's gotta be a joke.
Come on, April Fool's Day has got to be coming early. Like, no, they're serious. It's like, oh my God.
Yeah, this is just like
Like,
eventually.
but apparently WWE hasn't officially confirmed it yet.
Ah, so I
Like,
still hope.
so there's still hope that it won't happen. WWE has not officially confirmed it yet.
If
Yeah,
So
but,
there's,
maybe the news leaked and like and they're gonna not go through with it.
yeah, they have to be smart. They have to be smart, and not because like if they do this, it's almost like being okay. We're gonna push Eva Marie so much that we're gonna make her into a Divas champion. Be like, oh no, first Hall of Fame, now this. Oh man.
that's when people chant, no one cares, no one cares, no one cares. Much like they do now.
Mm.
But
No,
if,
if they send her out there, then you can bet there's gonna be she's a crack whore chance and
oh yeah, there's going to
because
be a lot of disparaging comments about her, and they're not, it's just,
yeah, this is smart time. Like
mhm.
this isn't casual audience that's coming. This is like Kingdom Smart is descending upon WrestleMania.
Yep. If you're going to send anyone out there, at least Renee Young, of all people, at least she's knowledgeable. She knows the product. She knows the history. She's very bright. At least she would probably fare better than Ava Marie, in all honesty, but
And she could probably do it under the pressure.
easily, yeah, because she has
Like if
experience
they
in
if they
broadcasting.
if they turn on her, she could probably get them back with some witty comment.
Probably.
Mm.
Eva Marie, they'll tear her apart and she'll be like, she'll be stammering.
Yep.
Like they'll crucify her right at the beginning, and then she'll be trying. She'll either like run through what she's supposed to say and nobody will understand what the hell she said, or she's gonna stammer.
Yeah,
But basically, we gotta remember when she was the ring announcer and she messed up um who's that who's one of the 3 and B Jinder Hall when he messed up his name.
yeah. If you can't do ring announcing properly, why are you hosting one of the biggest nights in WWE's history here? I know it's all a dog and pony show, for lack of a better term, but it is part of tradition for WrestleMania. So if you're sending someone who has really not done a whole lot within the last couple of months,
Hmm.
you gotta question your logic.
I asked this in the show. She's the one that cried in NXT, right? I
I think
wasn't
so.
sure. I wasn't sure if it was her
Might have been.
Not sure.
because I know there was a diva in NXT down there that the crowd tore apart and she cried. I believe it was her.
I think so. Yeah, I think you're right.
And I said if that's the case, man, it's like it's gonna quickly go from laughable to just downright sad, because the crowd is not gonna let up. Like it's not, and it's gonna get real bad for her. That they're probably gonna like if they send her out there. I doubt they let her back out there after that first segment. There's no fucking way.
No, they need to send somebody else. But yeah, it'll be interesting to say the least. All right,
Yeah,
so
it's if they go through it, man. Tomorrow, I mean Saturday's gonna be one hell of a time for commentary. Tell
yep,
you that.
that's when we break out the weenies and the marshmallows, because there's gonna be a roast. All right, so we're good with the Hall of Fame stuff.
Hmm.
Anything else to add?
Yeah, well, good. We can move on.
Fantastic. Now we'll move on to the last bit of our show, which is the WrestleMania show itself, which of course is on Sunday from Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, California. Special start time 7 o'clock Eastern, 4 o'clock Pacific. Again, another plug. So we'll start off with now we don't have one, but two kickoff show matches, which I call bullshit on both. The first kickoff match, we have the Fatal 4-Way for the tag team titles. We got Kid and Cesaro defending against the Usos, Los Matadores, and the New Day. We're not sure which two just yet, but they can decide that later. So yeah, we call bullshit on this being on the kickoff show and not on the main card, or we like it where it is.
One was gonna be on the either way, and like the tag title situation isn't really all that great, so I wasn't fussed with it because I was like they were on the kick, they've been on the pre-show for the last couple of years anyway, so I'm like it's like whatever, it's the tag titles, it should be treated better, but apparently WWE as a whole don't know what to do with tag team wrestling, so I'm like wasn't fussed.
The tag team division has just been. They claim it's better than ever, but come on, really, it's just. You've been basically pushing the Usos massively until you finally gave the titles to Cesaro and Kid, who in real life should be main event singles wrestlers or top tier mid carders, not like tag team, but they formed them. They did great, and they should be on the show, and yet they put them on the freaking like before the show, and it's just their tag team division is horrible. They try to bring freaking the Ascension, making them into bigs, and now they're nothing more than massive jobbers. And it's just like for me, I kind of hope this will put like a star on the Colognes, because I want the Colognes to break free of the Matador thing and be who they really are. And I may be the only person here gonna say it, but I hope the Matadors win. They probably won't because they're more of a comedy tag team. But I hope they win and just be like, you know what, we're gonna shed our who we really are and just rip off the Matador and say they're the Colognes, they're Puerto Rican, and we're not gonna be played no more. And they actually wrestle for real because
I thought they turned heel a few weeks ago. I was like, hey, finally, they're getting interested. But then they went right back to comedy, styling. So
yeah,
like maybe they're just heel for this feud. I guess I don't know.
yeah. I think they're only heel because they needed a team to be opposite, because they basically have the Usos teaming with New Day and they're basically faces right there. But it's just like, come on, if you're gonna turn Los Matadors here, you gotta turn El Torito, throw away the Matador gimmick and have them be who they are, or basically have like take away El Torito, and make him go on his own. And believe it or not, El Torito would probably be the good, true midget wrestler in the world of men, because Hornswoggle wasn't really that good of a wrestler, but El Torito, oh come on, he, oh man, I can't say any. El Torito is basically the real wrestler, compared to Hornswoggle. But it's just like, again, I kind of hope Los Matadors win it and basically take off this freaking Los Matadors and reveal themselves to who they really are, because it's just like, no, but that's not gonna happen. But
If there's any team that needs to turn heel, it's a not so over day. I've been saying it since these schmucks debuted.
I know, yeah, Kofi needs to turn heel. Heel, like
I'm like this gimmick is done. Just wipe it clean, man. Jeez, it's killing these guys' careers.
yeah, yeah, but like I said, they don't care. I don't want to be bad and say this game, but they don't care about one particular people. They're just basically too focused on Samoans.
Now, there's a lot of people that don't care about, but they just don't know what to do with a lot of them.
Oh yes, yes.
But
And that's the summary of just the tag division as a whole.
pretty well, which is why I see Kid and Cesaro retaining, because really nobody else grabs my attention right now. So I say Kid and Cesaro for the win.
Did you guys get a peek at Natty's WrestleMania outfit? Apparently,
I have not.
uh, there's a pic of her. I can't find the pic now, but she's I think it's she's getting a cat face molded, like a cat mask.
Oh,
Okay.
like
So she's gonna be with the cat gimmick, apparently.
she's basically gonna be the new Oksana.
So she's gonna be coming out in the tight bodysuit and cat mask. Well, whatever works for me.
Yeah,
Might be a
sure.
married woman, but hey, I got no bones.
Like I said, she's basically gonna be the new Oksana, because that's basically what Oksana used to be. Oh my god.
Yeah, Natty needs something interesting, so she wants to dress like a humanoid cat. Whatever.
Sure, whatever floats your boat. All right, so we're done with the tag match.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Now the second kickoff match is now this was news today. The Andre Memorial Battle Royal got moved to the pre-show, which I also call bullshit on, but
Oh, really?
yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
Yep, that
that's
yep
announced
that
today.
yep that's the other match that got moved.
Yeah, so I really don't agree with that. One or the either that or the tag match should have been on the pre-show, not both, because the Andre match. Well, I know it's only its second year in history, but again, man, it has Andre's name. It should be on the main show. In all honesty.
mm-hmm.
But as far as the winner goes, I know battle royals are hard to pick, but I'm gonna go with Damien Mizdow slash Sandow because he needs something to get him back over again
Mm-hmm.
in order to break him away from the Miz finally.
I'm going with Sandow also. He basically, of all the people in there, I kind of feel bad for like Zack Ryder. We already know he's probably gonna be the first one eliminated. Or like there's like New Day's in there. There's no real big name, and of course Big Show and Kane. They're gonna be um there's gonna be friction. Big Show's gonna turn face for like the 100th time and eliminate Kane. And it's just like but basically the main stars of that battle royal is basically Miz and Mizdow. And Miz will basically demand Mizdow to leave the ring because he still owns him. Mizdow be like, okay, fine, and he goes over the ropes, but he doesn't land on the floor yet. Miz is acting, I win. See, I'm the Miz, I'm the show, and right there, Miz would be like, you know what? Screw this. He goes back in the ring and just dumps Miz out. That's probably gonna be like a thing right there. So, and Mizdow will probably be like go full on babyface, and Mizdow should go back to his old gimmick, the freaking intellectual savior of the masses, and be a babyface with that gimmick. He would freaking rule with that gimmick. And I can see him going shutting up people, be like silence, and all the crowd be like silence. And just like I talked to Squirrel, be like the "You're Welcome" will probably be the ender, and oh man, I am dreaming of a Damien Sandow babyface with that gimmick. Oh man, I'm going with Sandow again, so I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's just a repeat. Calling bullshit on this being on the pre-show. Why? Like, why are you taking these guys off of Mania? The show is on the network. Why can't these guys be on the main show?
Oh, WWE wants to take off a match on the main show. They should take out the Intercontinental because they don't because that's that.
Boy, you're about to get kicked in your straight up
No,
nads
no,
for
no,
that one.
no. The
You want that
Intercontinental.
match taken off,
No,
or you're
the reason
cut?
why is
You're off.
everybody
But I,
knows that
you
the
know,
Intercontinental
I'm
Championship.
gonna pull a Tarantino. I'm gonna tell you put your hand on the table, and let's get some string, a block of wood,
No,
and a
no, no.
hatchet.
No. I love the Intercontinental Championship. I'm just saying, in the officials' minds, they already know that that entire match is gonna steal the entire show. It's gonna kill Bray versus Undertaker. It's gonna kill. It's gonna kill Triple H versus Sting. It's
I don't. Th- I
going.
don't think. I
It's
don't think.
going.
I
Wait,
don't
wait,
think.
wait, 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 dude.
Hang
No,
on.
no. It won't. It won't kill Sting versus Triple H because Sting versus Triple H has nostalgia on its side, and
True,
it's Sting's
Same
first
with
ever match in WWE, so it won't kill
true,
that.
true, true. Yes, Sting is the only savior of that particular match, not Triple H. But I'm just saying, like, but it will murder. It will decapitate Roman Reigns versus Lesnar. So it's just like in the minds of the officials, they're just like, "Oh crap, we can't have the IC taking the entire thing. We need to get this off the air." So,
Oh, because that
But
would be their money match.
yeah, I know
well,
that
then
that
if you took that off the main show and went pre-show, you think anyone's gonna stick around for Mania?
I know.
Like
I know. I'm just.
Mania would get a worse buy rate than Mania 19, and
I,
Mania 19 has the worst buy rate of modern WrestleManias, 500,000.
I know, but
No,
trust me, this WrestleMania will get probably get by that thing because that IC championship is gonna steal the entire show, and basically, people are gonna be talking about that more than any, like maybe Sting versus Triple H if Sting wins, and maybe Undertaker and Bray, this is Undertaker's very last match, but the IC title is basically going to be talked to a lot more than anything. So I'm just saying.
All right, we're getting off track. We're still talking about the Andre Battle Royal.
Yeah,
So
yeah. So yeah, who's the winner? You think, man?
I I I I can't even pick it because I'm not even sure of all the competitors in it. I know it's everyone all the jobbers essentially.
Mm.
And I'll be honest, apart from the Royal Rumble, I haven't been keeping track of the list of jobbers.
Yeah, but the thing is, who's gonna win? You know the some of the top, at least some of the top people that's gonna be in there. So even though they're low rated, they're still gonna be in there. So who do you think's gonna win? Because we already got our people of Matt and Mizdow. So
You two picked Miz now. The people in the tag match are gonna be in there, right? The
that's
guys in
a
the
yeah, I think so.
well, that's I'm giving it to Cesaro to repeat.
Yeah.
nice.
All right, you go with Cesaro. All right, but you still
But
only chose.
that's my hope. But somebody tells me the men that ruin everything are gonna be like the last two standing, and they're gonna give it to like Big Show or Kane. Then I'm gonna fucking piss all over my TV because it's like this fucking sucks.
Or maybe, or
And,
maybe,
ca- and because and because they're the men that ruin everything and they deserve to be pissed on, metaphorically and physically, because nobody wants to see those two shitbags.
well, if I have to have an honorable mention of who
God,
should win,
those two annoy me the fuck out of me.
it should be Mark Henry. If he would be like an honorable mention of winning.
No, it needs to be someone that can actually do something with the acknowledgement.
I know that makes up Sandow, Damian Sandow, but I'm just saying an honorable mention.
I don't think you can give it to Sandow until something like this to Sandow unless you plan to have the Miz as the final guy, and there's no way in hell the Miz makes it to the final, the final two or even four.
I think he will. He'll probably cheat and be like go between the ropes and hang out outside until maybe the last few, and then he'll sneak in. Because that's basically the heel's way of winning, attempt to winning a match. Because they basically
Because the only way Miz now wins is if he tosses the Miz out last to win it. That's the only way. But if the Miz goes out any time before that, then you better hope Mizdow doesn't win, because it won't mean anything if it's not the Miz he tosses out.
Right. Okay. So we'll move on to our next match here. We got the proverbial grudge match here. We got Randy Orton versus Seth Rollins. So we've seen a snippet of what these guys can do, and so we got this match, and who do we see winning?
This is useless, and I'll just sum it up like that. I'm like, we saw Randy Orton beat him down for like 10 centuries, like 2 weeks ago. What's left? He RKO'd him on pretty much everything except Mount fucking Rushmore. So what's left? We uh, we know Orton's gonna win. Like that's what this is. Orton's gonna win, whether by DQ or anything else. He's gonna win this match. So the point is what? Like it's the match is useless. The match really doesn't mean anything here. Like uh, it'll probably be a setup for Rollins. Like if Rollins doesn't get massacred, it means that there's two things here. If the match is one of the first on the show, and Rollins doesn't get massacred, it means he's cashing in. Because I don't see why the match would, and Orton doesn't do the same thing to Rollins again, but this time worse. What's stopping him from massacring Rollins again? So whatever happens to Rollins in this match is gonna lead to how he plays in the main event, to his involvement in the main event. So, but yeah, Randy's gonna win. Useless match otherwise.
um Yeah, basically Randy wins and Rollins probably cashes in the briefcase. I don't know why this match. I agree. I don't know why this match was even made. I think it's basically they needed to put Randy Orton in a match, so how about we just put him with Rollins, even though they already had Orton basically kick his ass and want revenge. It's basically a revenge feel. Be like, Randy Orton wants revenge, but come on, Randy Orton already kicked the living crap out
Exactly.
of Rollins. So
Orton already got his revenge. So what reason do any of us have to care about this match?
yeah, true. Yeah, true. But it's just like, uh,
I mean, it'll be a good match if it's competitive, but
oh yeah.
but I but there's no attachment to it. It's like, well, okay, good match, thanks.
Okay, okay. I'm not sure what to say now. Okay, so
No, no,
uh,
go ahead. I apologize for over talking there, but if you got more to say, go ahead.
I don't know. It's just like that kind of already killed my thoughts. So yeah, basically Randy Orton wins, and the only idea for Seth Rollins to even matter to wrestling after being killed off by Randy is basically to cash in and win the title. That's like the only way to not completely bury Seth Rollins from Randy Orton because if Randy Orton wins and Seth Rollins either cashes in or loses or doesn't even cash in, Seth Rollins' career is already dead. But it's just like if Seth Rollins loses to Randy Orton, yet cashes and wins, then there's probably still some saving in Seth Rollins' WWE career. But otherwise than that, Seth Rollins probably gonna be on the like future endeavor list sometime maybe in a few years.
Okay, I'm very much going to disagree with that. Because Seth Rollins right now is really, realistically, the only bright spot WWE has on their main roster.
True.
Because even, like we said, this match really has no standing anymore.
No way.
If Orton didn't beat down Rollins a few weeks ago, then yeah, we would be more invested in it. And if we weren't treated to that early, then yeah, we'd be all for it. But we got WrestleMania early. We got Randy Orton destroying Rollins on Raw for free, basically. But yeah, I think Rollins will be all right regardless, win or lose, because he has the Money in the Bank briefcase, and his future is really bright. I think he'll be a multi-time champion. He's not going to be featured in Endeavor anytime soon. They'd
Hmm.
be stupid to do that right now. I wouldn't be surprised if they did that, but they're building him as the future, and personally, I believe it. Because you see Seth Rollins go out there every night. You go back and watch him in the triple threat with Cena and Lesnar. Before
Hmm.
he was added, he really had no business being in there. Yet he was arguably the most entertaining aspect of that entire match, save for Lesnar.
Yeah,
But
true.
yeah, Rollins will be all right, win or lose, because he has his Money in the Bank, get out of jail free card. So
Hmm.
that seems to be the norm with the Money in the Bank briefcase. Whoever holds it gets jobbed out endlessly, and when they cash in, that's when they get out of jail free, unless you're John Cena or Damian Sandow. But they're building Rollins up like 90. If they have him cash in and lose, then yeah, you might as well just cast him aside. But he needs to be champion sooner than later. But
Hmm.
I say
Yeah,
Randy for the win via DQ, or Rollins runs away via Randy wins via count out. But it's not going to be a clean win, I don't think.
yeah. They're gonna have to get him in and out of there early because they're gonna want they're if whether they plan to have him cash in or not, they're gonna want to tease it. So they're gonna want to put it in the audience's mind that Rollins he got out alive. Like Rollins is lurking.
Hmm.
They're gonna want the audience to have it in their mind that Rollins didn't get beaten down. He's not at the hospital. He's still in the arena. He's it's still possible.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Hopefully he becomes champion. So that's
Yeah, I said this on the forum. The amount of interaction he's had with Roman Reigns the last few weeks, he should be champion right now because
hmm
he's had more contact with Reigns than Lesnar has lately. So, but yeah, anyways.
Oh, and just one more thing. Back to the Battle Royal.
All right.
Apparently there's an NXT tournament tonight. Uh, I need Finn Balor to win because I want that entrance on Mania. I want it at all fucking costs. A man better win that tournament tonight.
So what's
I
the?
I
Sorry, go ahead.
need, huh?
Sorry, go ahead. I was just gonna ask, what is the prize for the for the winning of the
Oh, the
tournament?
tournament is to get into the Andre Battle Royal.
Ah,
Yeah, well, I think they're only using 5 wrestlers. I think they're using Adrian Neville, Kevin Owens, Finn Balor, Hideo Itami, and Tyler Breeze. I think they're only
Yeah,
using those 5.
come on, Bella. Just win. I just want you to see your entrance one time on Mania. But then again, it's on the pre-show, so they might not even let him have that spectacle.
Yeah, most likely it's gonna be Adrian Neville because he's the one that's gonna be called up. So if they're gonna do that, Adrian Neville's gonna win it, and he's gonna go to the Battle Royal and then debut sometime soon.
I also read that Finn is supposed to be debuting soon on the roster, so it wouldn't surprise me if this is like his introductory to like to the masses.
Yeah,
And God willing, I want that. And Squirrel knows this. I said it. If there's one reason I want this man at Mania. I want to see that entrance. I need to see it.
yeah. If you saw that entrance on NXT Rival for a smaller pay-per-view, that is the first time, and I've mentioned this before, the first time I've seen a holy shit chant just for an entrance. It was truly a sight to behold. You had to see it for yourself in order
and
to
I
fully
think
describe it.
And I think Finn Balor will only do those type of entrances that he's well known only for pay-per-views. So
Well,
basically,
this is the biggest pay-per-view. I mean, if you're gonna showcase the man off, I mean, what better place, right?
Yep,
mhm.
do it right.
Oh yeah, true. I'm not saying I'm nothing. Yeah, I'm just saying basically Finn Balor's entrance, ideal entrances is basically going to be for pay-per-views only, while for normal shows he's basically going to come out like normally. But I'm just saying like NXT wise, Finn Balor it will be there for the NXT thing, but I have a strong feeling most likely Adrian Neville's gonna win it, go into the Battle Royal, and then basically debut the following night.
I still can't believe that Mighty Mouse shit is circling on the internet. I thought we were done with that Mighty Mouse shit. Did I see it pop up again?
Yeah,
I'm like, motherfucker.
Adrian Neville's not a small person.
Adrian never better be fucking begging to God that Vince croaks like between now and like next Monday.
Same thing with Hideo Itami because if he comes in early, he's gonna be rolling down a suit and like one of those sushi carts. Oh man.
Man, if I was Neville, I'd be like, I don't wish people death, but goddamn Vince fucking died just.
In case Vince doesn't notice, Adrian Neville is not a small man.
Mm-mm.
Now, the Mighty Mouse gimmick might work for like Hornswoggle or El Torito or someone smaller,
El Torito would work for.
but Adrian Neville is not small. He is jacked. Like,
Yep.
when you see Mouse and Adrian Neville, it doesn't fit. I'm sorry, it just doesn't.
That does not fit at all.
No.
Vince must have looked at his ears and went, Mighty Mouse.
Yeah,
Because even out there, Neville's got fucking obscenely giant ears.
they are, yeah, but still. Seriously? Okay, if you want to make him like a superhero type of gimmick, fine, go ahead. But if you're gonna make him dress up like a mouse or whatever the hell they got planned, then no. You're just gonna kill him in his career right there.
Mhm.
Exactly.
Oh, shit.
You're gonna do another like Max Moon right there.
Max Moon or Battle Cat.
Oh God.
And yes, I was going old school with that one.
Yes,
And yes,
Yeah,
kids,
that-
there was a WWE superstar called Battle Cat. Look it up.
yes.
There's a
Yes.
quiz. Do you know who played Battle Cat?
I think Battle Cat probably wants himself to be unknown to everybody.
And to answer your question, no, I do not. Is it someone well known?
I heard rumors. No confirmation, but I heard rumors it was a Road Dogg that played in Battle Cat.
Really?
Yeah. Not
Oh, shit.
no confirmation. That's just a little how I've heard it.
No shit.
Road Dogg will lie.
Probably. Wouldn't blame him. I'd lie too.
I was never him. What are you talking about? You have no proof. Oh man.
All right, so we go from the NXT Battle Royal to Battle Cat of WWE's past. So we'll get back on track now.
We had a Max Moon Battle Cat mention. Well, see what we do for you people.
Yes, we give you stuff to look up. That is our educational quotient. Okay, next up, we got the Divas tag match. We got AJ and Paige versus the Bellas. Joyo Bliss.
Oh
But,
damn! Oh damn! Is this match? I was hoping for the West Texas Rednecks. This is my fucking musical interlude.
I actually like this one, but I'm gonna go last or whatever. So you
You're
guys
just
go.
scared. You're just scared because of our reaction.
No. I'm gonna like this match, but I'm just gonna wait till you guys speak.
He wants to prepare his speech because he knows, like he knows he's gonna piss us off. So
Sorry.
he's like oh shit, I better not say that now.
Just, just go.
All right. No surprise for me. I want AJ and Paige to win. No surprise here because let's face it, these two can actually wrestle and can actually work, and I got more patience for them because I find them very more enjoyable, and because they have personality, they can actually wrestle, and they actually have mic skills. So yeah, I'm going with the girls that can actually wrestle in this one.
Yeah, I'm same way. Fuck the Bellows. Give me Team Paige. Yeah, that's what I'm calling them. And fuck everyone else that don't like it. So all you there in TV land, fuck you. Page 8 is, you know,
You mean Radio Land or Internet, not TV?
radio land, TV land, paper land, book
Multimedia
land.
land, whatever you want to call it.
Okay, that's it for you two.
What are those? How'd they communicate back in like during old school?
Like how old school?
Uh, I'm talking real like 1800s.
Oh, Morse code.
Yeah, Morse code.
Morse code, carrier
all,
pigeon,
all
messenger
you
by
in
horse.
all you in Morse code land. If you can time travel, carrier pigeon.
Yeah, we're covering all mediums here, folks, new and old. So
Let it be known that the Bellas better not win this. It's already bad enough that Nikki gets to walk into WrestleMania as Divas champion.
yeah, that's about right.
Let's just hope this goes the way that it's supposed to, and then Nikki loses the belt, and then the Bellas just shuffle off to, well, I don't want them contaminating my porn, but they'll probably be better off. So
Nikki probably would be, but anyway.
yeah.
Yeah, go back to my prediction for Megan. I'm calling it a double submission for the win. Paige will have one of them in the PTO, and AJ will have the other one in the Black Widow. So that'll be my finish. At least I'm hoping.
Both Bellas tapping out will make me smile.
It would make me smile too. That would make my night.
Okay.
So count me in on that one too.
Oh god, I knew that was. All right, that okay.
You can
Go
skip
ahead.
this if you want, or
Okay,
Go ahead and support the Bellas. Go ahead, yeah, so I could tear you asunder.
yes, and I will take whatever's left.
I'm gonna like this tag match because the Bellas was good with Paige versus Natalia, even though they basically dominated that match and won. But this tag match is gonna do good. It's basically gonna show the different type of divas of AJ, of the nerdy next door AJ, and I guess they call freak or like different, like the gothic Paige against the ideal. Um, this is what a diva is supposed to look like, Bella's, and we all know WrestleMania is a baby faced parade. So we all know Paige and AJ's gonna win because basically WrestleMania is like a babyface victory parade. So any babyface is gonna win. But I think this match is gonna do well because Bellas have the haters kind of hate, but the Bellas have been improving wrestling wise. Maybe not acting or mic wise like Paige and Paige and AJ basically destroying them on those two fronts. But wrestling wise, Bellas have been doing good, and this is a tag match, which basically WWE wants to put in everybody's mind. This is a the Bellas forte because they're sisters, they're a tag team basically. And what happened on Monday of Paige losing thanks to AJ accidentally elbowing her, they want people to be thinking friction's gonna happen between AJ and Paige. Therefore, the Bellas are gonna dominate the entire match, which most likely they will. Therefore, making people remember what happened with Paige and Natalia. But then somehow, somehow the friction between AJ and Paige will slowly die down, and they're just like, we need to beat the Bellas. We need to work together, and they work together. And the ideal ending is AJ doing the Black Widow on Nikki and Paige doing the PTO on Brie, and therefore baby faces win right there. AJ and Paige have their moments, and then probably the biggest shocker would be like Charlotte comes out and either beats the living crap out of AJ and Paige if she comes in as a heel, or Charlotte will basically be at WrestleMania, I think, like in some way, shape, or form. Like either if she turns heel, she'll attack AJ and Paige and proclaim herself the new dominant diva, aka the Roman Reigns of the Divas division. Or if she turns face, she'll probably be just like looking at the entrance, like clapping, be like, "Okay, very nice. Now I'm gonna go after the title on Monday." But yeah, AJ and Paige for the win after the Bella Twins dominate the entire match.
I vastly disagree with this, so now I'm gonna reach out and smack you.
Oh, jeez. Go ahead.
Yeah, yeah, and Bella's this will be a back and forth match. I give it 10, 15 minutes probably. With the give divas a chance movement. Yeah, see what it got you at the Hall of Fame.
This is our
Yeah,
payback.
Eva
yeah,
Marie.
give divas a chance, huh? Yeah, that's what we get. Thanks a lot.
Putzes.
But yeah, they'll get decent amount of time just because of that stupid movement and Paige AJ win. Charlotte at WrestleMania in this match, no reason to. That they're saving her for the next night. She's getting that. She's the next one to get that belt. I mean,
Yes, she is.
yeah. Wouldn't surprise me if the next night she gets it, and then it's basically a fatal four-way feud going for the next 2-3 months. Paige and AJ versus Paige versus AJ versus Charlotte versus Nikki.
And sometimes Brie would be in there because Brie would still be important, but basically the title will be switched between AJ, Paige, Charlotte, and maybe the Bellas if they stay.
No, I don't think the belt's going back on the belt. I think after Charlotte gets it, that you'll get a horrendous. I know it's coming. Another Bella versus Bella feud. So I sense it. So they made too much emphasis that the Bellas are unbreakable. They have this connection. They've made too much emphasis not to circle it back around that they break up again, and then they probably reunite his faces or something. God, I feel dirty just talking about it.
Yeah, the bells just need to go away. In all honesty, this is my personal opinion.
People
But
hating them.
yeah, AJ and Paige for the win. I'm interested to see what they're wearing though. You know, come on, Paige, come out just as the Crow, but that Sting's gimmick. So
Yeah, or come out dressed as come out dressed as the Road Warriors. That'd be kind of cool. Get spiked shoulder pads, the whole nine.
Mm.
Maybe not the Mohawks or anything like that, but this is gonna be fun.
Paige and a mohawk. Fucking hell. My penis can only get so erect.
Oh, jeez.
Oh man! All right, so we're done with the Divas match.
Yeah.
All right. So next we have the United States Championship match, or Rusev about to hit the Cena wall. We got our United States Championship rematch from Fast Lane, we got Rusev defending against Cena. So, Rusev gonna finally hit the wall, or is this gonna be okay for him?
I think Rusev will still be okay after the fact because WWE does want Rusev to be their top heel. So basically they're giving him the Umaga push. That even though Umaga lost, they still made Umaga into the top powerful heel, and therefore, even though we all know Cena's gonna win the United States Championship at WrestleMania, after the fact they're gonna have Rusev versus Cena battle again, but Rusev is gonna stay important to the WWE because basically their he's kind of the second top heel under Seth Rollins, of like the WWE's future, how they're doing right now. Basically, Roman Reigns is their number one, followed by slowly dropping John Cena as number two, while on the other side it's basically Seth Rollins number one and Rusev is number two because he's basically is Russia's number one guy, and I hate America, and everybody basically loves to boo that. So it's just like, so we all know Rusev will basically destroy John Cena in the match. John will look weak, but then he'll come back fighting for America and basically make Rusev tap, get the United States Championship. And Rusev will still be important, but Rusev will basically lose to Cena.
Uh, yeah. There's no way in hell Rusev is winning this match. The only the only way he wins this match is if okay, he can't win the match. I've conceded this. I keep trying to think of some way, but he can't win the match. He can, however, keep his belt. And by that I mean like he can um get counted out or disqualified. Cena still wins, but Russo still keeps the belt. That's the only way. But let's be honest. He's getting murdered. He's getting murked like he's a fucking mob hitman. And and my only hope is that he can survive this. There's no guarantee that he can survive this. But it's gonna be a testament to not only him but WWE as a whole if they stick with him. Because this is gonna be a trying time for Rusev. Like as a whole. This is this happens to everyone like that faces Cena. This is just inevitable. It's just how he comes out of this. And I've been praising the man for months now. Like he's been one of my favorites. And I pray he can come out of this, man. I'm deathly afraid for the man because once you hit that wall, it's like, boof. Yeah, you're blowing to dust. And this Drago is gonna wish he hit this hard.
So,
And wherever she is, God damn it, woman, you better show up with that slit on your dress. I'm gonna be pissed if I don't get my WrestleMania slit.
Rumor has it that she won't be there, so you're
huh,
gonna.
she'll be there.
Yeah, it said she'll be there.
Oh, she'll be there.
Yeah, she's getting a break from her movie, so.
Oh, okay.
Because you have Lana and Rusev, it's a package. You can't have one without the other.
And it's already showing that Rusev's act is suffering just a bit when the audience is calling for Lana.
Mm.
Like they're not really concerned with Rusev. They're like, we want Lana. They're like, give us the woman. We want the one this fridge like hairy beast. He might be super athlete, but he is not. He's not very physically pleasing to look at.
Mm.
So wherever you are, by moist Russian, wherever you are, I want my. Wait, that sounded really weird. Never mind. I want my WrestleMania slit.
Yeah,
Damn it. That's the only thing that matters to me in this match. So, because Cena's gonna win, so I need something to look forward to. Oh, and hair down, thanks. Just come on, it's WrestleMania. Hair down, woman. I need that bedtime sexy look. Cause I don't need Cena's sexy bedtime look. That's more like a nightmare though, actually.
All right, we done there?
We didn't get your thoughts.
Yeah,
Oh,
I was asking, are you done?
Was I done?
Yeah,
Yes.
because you were going on and on about Lana. Not that I blame
Uh,
you, but
I apologize.
it's all right.
Did I go on too long? Cause
Yeah,
it's
Yes,
Lana.
you did. I
yeah.
think
No, I
you're doing
didn't.
some.
No, I
I think
didn't. No,
you're
I
doing
didn't.
something.
I have declared no, I didn't. Cause if it annoys you, I didn't go on too long.
Considering
You were
mostly I
about to-
consider Londa, then that's forgivable. All right, my thoughts on this. Yeah, well, John Cena coming out dressed as Captain America basically is what we're gonna get.
Mhm.
Because you got Age of Ultron coming out in June, so you gotta get the cross promotion in. But yeah, it's just my personal thought. But yeah, Cena's gonna find a way to win and be Superman. But I do know of a way Rusev can hang on to the belt. I mentioned this earlier in another discussion we had. Uh, Go back to WrestleMania 14 when you had Rock versus Ken Shamrock. We had Ken Shamrock had Rock in the ankle lock. He was originally announced as the winner, but he wouldn't let go of the hold, so the referee reversed his decision, gave the match back to Rock. Rock still held on to the Intercontinental title. Same situation can happen here. We
Oh yeah.
have Cena have Rusev in the STF, and Rusev's tapping out, and Cena's just pissed off beyond all repair, and he won't let go of his submission. Lana's begging him. Rusev's out cold. So finally, the referee says, "All right, fine, reverse the decision. Rusev's the winner, still the U.S. champ." So might not be pretty, but might be the only way Rusev keeps his belt and possibly prevents him from going poof, as was previously mentioned.
It's
But
true.
this is going to be, like our King of Strongcast mentioned, this is going to be a trying time for Rusev. It's make or break for him because we've seen this play out before. We've seen young talent, up and coming talent that should destroy guys like Cena, ultimately to meet the wall and go crash, boom. So hopefully Rusev comes out of this in some way,
Yeah.
shape, or form, and hopefully
I,
he's better for it. But I don't know. History has a way of repeating itself, and it does not look pretty.
yeah, but I don't know why. Like, not all wrestlers are bad after they get cenified. Bray Wyatt's coming back with did an amazing promo versus the Undertaker. That, in fact, Undertaker versus Bray's promos was a lot better than Reigns versus Lesnar promo, and we all know Bray got cenified twice, and Bray's coming back. Like Ziggler got Xenofied I don't know how many times, and he's basically gonna be one of the ideal guys to watch in the IC title. It's
Well,
just like
we're not saying he's going to be dead in the water. He's not going to be buried forever. It just might take him a
It,
while. It took those guys a while to get back to where they are. So it might also take Rusev a little bit to come back from it. So we're not writing him off entirely. It just might take him a bit to come back from it. So
yeah, true, but remember, WWE wants Rusev to be one of their top heels. That's why they've been pushing him to be so.
they have, but you don't know. You don't know if with Vince's mindset, you don't know if he's gonna stick behind Rusev. He might like Rusev now, and then 2 minutes from now, he might go, I don't like him.
Rusev is big, powerful, and basically the ideal guy that McMahon wants. Trust me, McMahon is sticking with Rusev.
Vince has Brock for the next 3 years. I don't think Vince is all that concerned with any other big man right now.
true. Yeah.
Vince is like, I've got the most dominant beast under my contract for the next 3
Yeah,
years.
but the problem is his particular beast is only part timer. So basically, Lesnar can be seen in action at pay-per-views,
Well,
not
he
not on
also has the
not
men that
on
can.
not on Raw, not on SmackDowns, on pay-per-views. Lesnar will probably show up on Raw and stand still, looking all mean and grumpy, like he did with Heyman.
Which
Heyman
is
being
like
brazen.
exactly what he should be doing.
I know, but what I'm saying is, when Lesnar's not around, there got to be a replacement Lesnar for the WWE to have when at least Lesnar is finally shown, and therefore the replacement Lesnar right now in the WWE is Rusev.
But really, Vince has no shortage of big roided up goons. I'm sure he probably's got a closet full.
When not like Rusev, the closest guy I can think of that's close to Rusev that's big, like fat muscle wise is the next NXT signee Uha Nation, which unfortunately I feel bad for him because like I love Uha Nation, but yeah, I'm just hoping Uha Nation comes in as a beast and basically destroys a lot of people in NXT because he's a man that is like power and speed. Something like he can actually do a standing moonsault and a standing shooting star while at the same time gorilla pressing somebody. That's very unique in a big man.
Yeah, we've
So
been over this, so.
yeah,
But he's gonna have a big hill to climb, so it might be a while till we see him.
yeah, but anyway, we're getting off track. He's an NXT star. We were talking about Rusev, so yeah, like I said, Rusev is basically the full-time Brock Lesnar to WWE. So I don't see
Eh,
WWE screwing Rusev over after he gets xenified.
yeah, it might take him a while to come back from it, but he's not done yet. So as far as comparing him to Lesnar, Lesnar's really one of a kind, so
Yeah,
I really can't see the comparison.
I know. But I'm talking about like massive powerhouse, undefeated. I'll kill you type of person. Lesnar is Lesnar, but he's a part timer. The full time Lesnar, the full time person that's almost like Lesnar is Rusev. So that's what I think anyway. So what's next?
All right, so we're gonna get down to the last three matches. We got a specialty match. We got the return of the Undertaker versus Bray Wyatt. Now we haven't seen Taker since the streak ended at WrestleMania last year at the hands of Brock Lesnar, which I still don't agree with. But anyway, so do we like it? How do we like this match? Do we like it now, or do we care, or who do we like? Who do we like for the win?
Who wants to go first? Well, you're the Taker fan, so I think you should go first.
All right, I'll go first, I guess. Uh, Personally, I mentioned this again on the forum. I think this year should have been the year the streak ended, not last year with Lesnar, because really, Brock didn't need it. He didn't need to end the streak. He didn't need the rub, because really they've done nothing with it for him. Whereas a young up and coming talent like Bray Wyatt, who's a full timer, he could probably would have benefited from a lot more. Give him a big push, give him anything and everything. Plus, it could fit in well with his gimmick. Bray Wyatt, Eater of Worlds, Slayer of Heroes, Breaker of Streaks, whatever the hell else you want to call him. But yeah, the promo work for Bray Wyatt here has to be commended because Taker only made somewhat of an appearance when he accepted the challenge via voiceover.
Hmm.
But Wyatt has carried this feud with his promos, and considering he's a young talent and in a high level match with the Undertaker, it's not wouldn't be easy, I would imagine. And I'm sure a lot of talent wouldn't be able to pull it off, but from what I've seen, he has done a masterful job selling this match. As for who's going to win, for my nostalgia side says Taker, because again, it's Taker, and he needs to rebound from this and possibly build on a potential retirement match for next year, hopefully.
Hmm.
And but back of my mind, I'm thinking Wyatt for some reason, but I'm gonna stick with my nostalgia pick, and I'm gonna go with Undertaker for redemption. So Taker for the win. After a long hard fought match. Okay,
Um,
next.
uh, let's see. Well, I guess me. I'll say what I said before. Um, and it hasn't changed. This match is the same way I feel about the Orton versus Rollins match. Just it's a useless match. I like it serves no purpose because you built Bray back up after being scenified just to what? To feed him to Taker? Is that the only reason? And Taker is coming back for this feud. Why? What was wrong with just saving Taker for next year? He wasn't needed this year. You could let him heal longer, save him for next year, because clearly next year is his last match, and it will be against Sting, or the Hell or High Water will fucking consume the earth. So like it's useless on two levels for me. Like there's no purpose to it. I'm like, okay, it's and there's no streak, there's no drama
High
to it.
stake.
Yeah, there's no stakes to this match at all. So it's like, it's a Taker match. Okay, all well and good. It's not the match. It's not the match. You know, Taker should be wrestling. I have no really care in the world for this match. Like, okay, come in to Bray for for carrying for making this match even semi interesting, just
Get
due to his
better.
just due to his promo work. But other than that, I don't much care for the match. It's like it's just gonna be it's the first time in a while that Taker match feels like nothing but absolute filler. And that's saying something because Taker's been very important, but this is clear cut filler now. They couldn't have had no one. They dragged Taker back just because Vince didn't want to put anyone else on the card, make any other effort, and Taker regardless his money, I guess. So they're like, whatever, just come back and build yourself back up for Sting for next year. But yeah, I don't care for the match. It's like it's filler. Taker will win, and Bray will be back trying to fucking hold some sort of importance. Yeah, don't much really care for it. It's just filler. That's all it is.
Damn, two matches he hates.
No, I don't hate them. It's I don't care for them for the same reason. Like one, they already gave it away, and the other one has no reason to be happening at all.
Okay, okay. Well, I definitely agree, but like promo wise, Bray Wyatt basically destroyed Roman Reigns Lesnar match with his promos about Undertaker and him being the new face of.
No, I gotta disagree there because Heyman's been holding up WrestleMania on his goddamn own.
Yeah, yeah.
And I'm sorry, as good as Bray has been, Bray doesn't hold a goddamn candle,
I know, but
or even a whole goddamn candle store to Heyman's promos.
I know that the problem is Heyman's been doing it by himself. He hasn't got any help whatsoever. He's basically did it by himself. Bray did amazing, and he did have Undertaker wasn't there, but at least Undertaker did that promo of getting brought way Bray
Spit it out.
let's say Wade Brady. But like
When Brady gonna have to choke a bitch?
but still, it's just like I kind of feel that this year should have been Undertaker versus Sting, and I know a lot of other people believe that too, because that the streak should have been held for Undertaker, then Undertaker and Sting, and then Sting can beat Undertaker, and therefore both of them can retire like happily. But unfortunately, that's not the case, and we all know what happened. Lesnar won, and now it's Undertaker versus Bray, and it's just like this. If this is gonna be Undertaker's very last match, which just by looking at the Undertaker, you know he doesn't have any fight left in him very soon. Bray's gonna win. But if WWE is hoping, begging, pleading for just one more match out of the Undertaker after this one, it has to be against Sting, and therefore Undertaker has to win. At the same time, Sting has to win, and therefore, sometime in the middle of the show, Undertaker and Sting has to have some sort of face to face or something to make him like a little tease for next WrestleMania, and then they can continue do promos on each other, just like Zero talked to what a while back, just promos and just push that match continuously. But if this is gonna be Undertaker's last match, which if you saw pictures of the Undertaker and you saw the beating he freaking took at the hands of Lesnar, but then Bray Wyatt has to become the new face of evil and therefore be the main evil guy. But it's just like the match is really up in the air, really. But like I said, WrestleMania is all about baby faces parade, so Undertaker will most likely win.
All right, and if this match would have had more clout with me if there was actually more mind games from Taker, like, come on, man, the master of the mind games, like, scare the shit out of this guy, shake the ring, do what you did with Kane leading to WrestleMania 20. Like, we just got the little voiceover when he accepted the challenge. Like, if there was more of that, then yeah, I'd probably be more invested in it. But I still like Taker for the win, but I don't know.
I made the joke that that recording of Taker sounded like he did it in the bathroom. Like I made the joke that Michelle McCool threw a recorder under the door and went, honey, Vince needs you to record something for WrestleMania. Okay, throw me the recorder. Swing.
Probably take a big deuce and be like, I accept.
Yeah, you go back and watch it. It sounds like he recorded it in the bathroom. That's what it sounds like.
I know he probably taking a big
And then
deuce.
sent the tape to Vince and went like, "There's my work for the feud. Done and done.
That'll work.
I know
See ya, Mania."
he probably took a big massive dude and be like, I accept. Like, okay, got it done.
My job is done. Now, where's my money? But yeah, going back to Taker Sting, hopefully for next year. I mentioned this earlier when we were having our off-air conversation. They should maybe build it for a year, like how they did with Rock Cena 1. And maybe the next time on Raw have Sting or Taker come out, say they're gonna say make it sound like they're gonna retire. Then the other guy comes out. They have a little face-to-face saying basically, okay, one more round, you and me. And at least then that would sell WrestleMania 32 for me at least.
Oh yeah, you'd hook everyone in. Like, if they don't tease it the night after, if they don't tease it next Monday, then they don't like money. Simple.
Yeah. Because that's the match they want Sting in. Sting himself has said he wants the Undertaker.
If you're gonna if you're gonna try to sell out a stadium of 100,000 plus, your ass better start building it next Monday.
And that match should have happened instead of freaking Sting versus Triple H. But Triple H be like, hey, I want to be Sting. And I have a back.
WWE cannot afford to half-ass the build to next year. That's 100,000 plus people. That's if you plan to sell that out, you better put the best possible work you can put out. The next year, no, that place ain't selling out if you half-ass it, guaranteed.
Well, there are rumors right now that they're going to try and scrape up every legend they can that can actually still work, except for Flair apparently. Those of us that have been clamoring for Austin to have one more match, we might get our wish.
Oh God, I'm hoping. Please, God, one more time.
And it's in Texas, so who knows?
That will make everything next year for me. I'll be like, done. I don't need nothing else.
Nope. Hop on a plane to Dallas and away we go. All right. Speaking of Sting and Triple H, that leads us. That's a nice little segue into our next match to discuss: Triple H versus Sting. Now, for nostalgia purposes, unfortunately, Sting hasn't done whole lot of talking, which is unfortunate because that's what I would like to have seen from him, other than this past Monday where he did talk finally. But I've said before, they're not going to have Sting lose his first match in WWE. I have been wrong before, but it wouldn't surprise me if they went that way. But considering how they've been building Sting up to this point, there really is no other way to go about this. Sting has to win, plain and simple.
Yeah, there's no. It's his first ever match in WWE. There's no fucking way he loses this match, unless they are batshit fucking stupid. And I said that with no hindrance in my voice. If Sting in any way, I don't care if it's DQ, I don't care if it's count out or anything. If Sting doesn't cleanly, as a fucking sheet, beat Triple H on Sunday, more fucking morons.
And if you thought the booking of the Royal Rumble was bad, then if you book this wrong, then you are in deep shit.
Yeah, I completely agree. Sting has to win this match because we already saw the history of WCW wrestlers. The main guys of WCW, Scott Steiner failed, Goldberg failed. Like Booker T should have probably been champion early, but when he won the Royal Rumble, he basically got destroyed by Triple H, therefore killing his chances of becoming champion until he did the King Booker gimmick. It was just like Sting has to win this because for WWE dreams of hope of trying to get Undertaker versus Sting to possibly happen, they have to have both Undertaker and Sting to win. But I kind of have this bad feeling in the back of my head, be like, okay, Vince does not want WCW to win against WWE, so he's gonna try to have Triple H beat Sting and basically we're gonna probably have like the Montreal screw job just because WWE signed Sting to this deal. Be like, now we can screw him over and show the world that WWE is better. Be like, oh man, I just had this bad thing in the back of my head. Be like, they're gonna screw Sting.
Sting
Sting
is
has to
way
win.
Sting is way too smart. Sting would never have come to W unless his terms were agreed to.
Yeah.
There's no doubt. So whatever happens is what he agreed to. Simple.
Okay, but I'm just saying he better he has to win. He just freaking has to. Otherwise, I just have a bad feeling. But
Hell, the man didn't come to WWE for the reason that The Rock said to Booker T, "Who in the blue hell are you?" That's what made Sting not come to WWE. And if that made him wait 14 years, you can bet that if anything was not to his liking, he wouldn't be in the company at all.
okay. I'm just saying. I hope Sting beats Triple H because if not, then WWE basically got up.
If that happens, then they've killed any interest we would have had in Taker versus Sting. They both need to win regardless.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Both
Yeah,
need to.
they both need to. If that's the plan for next year, they both need to come out looking like as strong as they possibly can. Taker needs to beat Bray Wyatt clean. Sting needs to dispose of Triple H clean as a sheet. Like don't leave anything hanging. Like no, like this is the end of these feuds, and they're both gonna move on.
All right, now we're going to talk about the match everyone's talking about. And no, we're not talking about the main event of Lesnar versus Reigns. That's later. We're going to talk about the Intercontinental title ladder match, which is easily being regarded as the show stealer right off the bat. So we're all looking forward to this match. It's probably the only match we can all agree on that we're looking forward to. But who do we see walking out as a champion?
Oh, uh, walking out as champion is difficult here because you've got a lot of not wrong possibilities. I mean, and you can give a reasoning for quite a few guys to why they should walk out with the belt. The only one that I'd say really does not need it is Daniel Bryan coming, and that might be a little shock, but he's the one guy in this fight that does not need it. Like he's gonna give everything he got in this match, and this match is gonna fucking own. Like plain and simple.
Mhm.
Everyone's already calling it. So, but he's the one guy that does not need it. Everyone else you can make an argument for. Like you can say our truth has probably been the best part of this build. And honest to God, our fucking truth.
Oh,
Like you could see him being given the belt and going, okay, it's elevating our truth back up to relevant status. I can see that. Or you can give it to Dean Ambrose, who who has been lumbering through pay per view after pay per view loss, and maybe finally when it counts, he wins. He wins it.
he
You
should.
know, you
It's a,
can as I said, you can make an argument for like all the guys in the match. There really is no wrong winner here, and that's what I like about it. Like, there's no wrong winner, and the match is I just can't wait for this match because these guys are gonna just tear the fucking roof off, even though there's no goddamn roof on the arena at all.
I know. Basically, that match is the only match people will care about.
Once this match starts and finishes, the crowd is not gonna give a shit about anything else. They'll be like, fuck everything else. They'll be like, we got enough to boo Roman Reigns out of the arena, but that's about it.
I'll go next one. I completely
But
agree.
but yeah, to finish my statement, other than Daniel Bryan, anybody else can walk out with the title, and I'm good with it.
I completely agree. The Intercontinental Championship is going to be the ultra main event of that entire show, and I'm thinking Sheamus will probably get himself involved and maybe screw over Daniel Bryan of the title. Therefore, they'll finally get their wish of the heel Sheamus versus face Daniel Bryan. But like I completely agree. Any wrestler on there have the right to become Intercontinental Championship. Stardust can become champion because ever since becoming from Cody Rhodes to Stardust, he has basically re-energize his career. Everybody loves his gimmick. He's like freaking the Riddler and Joker into one character. He's just freaking goofy. And now people
he's my favorite crackhead.
yeah, now people get he's basically getting like everybody's chanting Cody Rhodes and he's just like that's not me no more. Oh man, he could win it. Our Truth couldn't win it because this freaking ladder match has re-energized him. He's basically the greatest comedian in this entire thing of stealing the belt and oh crap, it's a ladder match. I'm afraid of heights. And oh my god, it's gonna be very funny to see our Truth in
Pick,
that
pick,
match.
gum picking potatoes.
Oh,
So I got my potato sack. Potatoes.
oh man, our Truth's gonna be crazy. Well, Dean Ambrose, I kind of feel Dean Ambrose should be facing Seth Rollins at WrestleMania and finally get his win that he deserves. But Roman Reigns beat Seth Rollins, therefore he's the man that took revenge for the Shield and not freaking Dean Ambrose. Dean Ambrose should have won that one, but Dean Ambrose.
My dream scenario for Dean. Seth holds the title if he gets it, holds it till SummerSlam. Dean gets it off of him at SummerSlam.
Oh yeah, that's good. Like Dean Ambrose can become like everybody in this thing, including Daniel Bryan, because we all know he's not going to become world champion, even though he should. But everyone in this intercontinental has the ability to become an amazing intercontinental champion. The only problem is, I feel so bad for Wade Barrett. This has been his worst intercontinental championship run for quite a while. So
Actually, I think this is his best run actually, because he's in the most entertaining match.
oh yeah, true. Yeah, true. Like entertainment wise, he's basically the man. He's basically the main centerpiece because he's the champion. But I'm just like, he was basically got humiliated until finally this week, where he finally got pissed off. But that's it. I'm bullhammering everybody. But otherwise than that, he basically got humiliated and basically like treated as if what Wade Barrett's a champion. But he finally showed his true form by freaking bullhammering everybody he sees. Like I said, that's gonna be an amazing match. My ideal super duper main event. Screw after watch. And if I watch this and and I'm done watching the IC title match, I'm just like, okay, I'm done with WrestleMania. I don't need to see Lesnar versus Reigns. Screw it. Yeah, so that's it. Squirrel.
All right. Like you guys, there really is no wrong winner in this match. Any of these guys deserve to win. My heart would have said Daniel Bryan, but realistically, like Zero said, he doesn't need it. But a guy like Dean Ambrose could use it. A guy like R-Truth could use it. Even Stardust, or even Wade Barrett could retain. But this match has gotten more attention than any other match on the card so far, aside from Sting Triple H. But this will be no doubt the show stealer. And of all the gimmick matches in WWE history or wrestling in general, a ladder match is probably my favorite gimmick match ever. Because you can use the ladder any way you want. You don't know who's going to win. And plus, you got multiple guys in this match, so it makes it even harder to predict. But yeah, this has definitely rejuvenated R-Truth, and think for the better, obviously. And I'm glad to see him get some attention and see Wade Barrett get pissed off and get humiliated and finally had enough and finally reclaim his belt by force, which is nice to see because they want Wade Barrett as a badass. And everyone was having fun with it, and playing hot potato with it, so everyone basically was running around with it. So it's a lot of fun, but
Yeah, but we all know the best part was when Truth had the belt. Always doing
that's
those.
why I'm getting that it has revitalized Truth, and he has become relevant again. So yay for hooray for that. But yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing Truth as the Intercontinental Champion because it does look good on him. But as far as who deserves it, I'd say it's a tie between Wade Barrett finally keeping it for himself or Dean Ambrose giving him a win finally. He needs it more than anybody. But yeah, this is going to be the show stealer, and
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be fun to watch, see how many empty chairs are left when everyone leaves after this match, because nobody's gonna give two shits about what's left on the card, really. So
Isn't it funny that when they actually use our truth, he ends up being probably the most entertaining thing on the show. Eh, But but yet every time after they immediately shelf him, and I use evidence of this. Go back and anyone remember his feud with Cena?
Um, I remember his.
No.
yeah, briefly.
I remember
Yeah,
the
and then
his
he got
little
the
Jimmy gimmick.
and then he got the WWE title match at Capital Punishment. He is the epitome of the Cena wall. He's the one guy I forgot about. And he is the epitome of the guy that suffered the Cena wall. He was the most relevant he had ever been during that time. He hit the Cena wall, and he's been doing nothing until now, and he's finally back to relevance. And watch what's gonna happen. Like if he doesn't get the shine in this match, title or no title, if he doesn't get the shine in this match, guarantee you won't see him until probably Mania again next year. And that sucks. The truth is proven that he can be fucking entertaining as all hell. He's up there in age. He's never gonna be the face of your company, but the man could be a solid top mid carder.
I miss his little Jimmy gimmick. That was a good one. His imaginary friend. Hey, little Jimmy.
Yeah, I would have to pass on little Jimmy, to be honest. He made it work though, but
He had the best gimmicks. He had the conspiracy thing. Little Jimmy is just like he can be a very good top mid carder, but unfortunately WWE can't treat can't treat the.
moving on to this.
I don't want to say anything, but it's just like WWE
Let's just
can't.
say they don't know talent when they see it.
Yeah,
The best thing about the little Jimmy thing is Daniel Bryan kicking imaginary little Jimmy and R-Truth screaming. I fucking died laughing when that happened. Daniel Bryan just kicks him and R-Truth freaks out. I wish Daniel Bryan would have. I know it would have been heelish if he did it, but I wish he would have recreated that moment. But only this time R-Truth would look at Daniel Bryan crazy, like, "What you kicking, man?"
hey, where's little Jimmy? He's at home. Punches. Oh jeez.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, what's next?
Well, this would be the part where we would end the show, but there is one more match to discuss.
Oh, that'll be the end of the show for a lot of us.
Yeah,
Oh,
that would have been the end. But
Intercontinental title is basically the super main event, and that's it. We don't even need to go to the next one, but unfortunately, we have to.
yeah, it's part of the card, so we kind of have to.
Yeah.
So yeah, the supposed main event, or the main event they're advertising, is Brock Lesnar defending the WWE World Heavyweight Championship against the Royal Rumble winner Roman Reigns. That's all I got. Not a single fuck given.
Yeah, really. I mean, unless the only fuck that's being given here is Rollins cashes in.
Yes.
Yeah, that's the hope. That's the hope right now of everybody else.
That is the only fucks being given in this match. Anything else is like, meh. I couldn't give less about. Everyone is just like get to the end of the match, and send Rollins out there.
Basically, it has to be either Seth Rollins cashing in and winning the title. At least let that be the biggest heel moment of all WrestleMania. Because we all know WrestleMania is going to be a face moment. So at least a heel moment. Let Rollins cash in on a badly beaten up Roman Reigns, because we all know he's going to get his ass kicked by Lesnar. And then Rollins wins and like quickly runs away with the title. Like I said, either Lesnar has to win, or Rollins cashes in and wins it. Reigns is too green. He still needs. He can't talk. He's might as well just be the enforcer. Like he's a silent but violent type of person, and even in the ring, he's not even that really good. He's not really like a a commander of the ring, because there has to be a commander in the ring and like a follower. And Lesnar is not a commando in the ring. He's not the one that does, okay, you're gonna do this, you're gonna do that. Like with John Cena versus Lesnar, Cena was the commander. Cena's just like, okay, Lesnar, you're gonna German super me, do your thing constantly. Then I come back. Cena was the commander of that match. But with freaking Lesnar versus Reigns, the only real commander is Paul Heyman. He's basically outside. He has to like try somehow scream, or maybe Lesnar would have to roll close to him so Heyman can tell him what to do. But it's just like Reigns is too new. He shouldn't even be there to begin with. Maybe next year, like Squirrel said a couple times, next year, but not this year. So again, Lesnar should win, or Seth Rollins cashes in and wins.
I don't need, I honestly don't even think Reigns is an option anymore because I believe they've ruined him. Like unless they turn him heel, I'm talking by next Monday. I don't think that you can say the man can be saved. I think they've ruined his career, in all honesty. But like you guys have said, they've got only two choices: Lesnar retains or Rollins cashes in. There is nothing else. If they want to end WrestleMania on a positive note, those are the only two choices they got. There is no other choice, none whatsoever. If they don't want that show being rained down in a hail of booze, and who knows what else.
Wait. The funny thing is, a lot of news sites is already saying that Lesnar's supposed to be the heel and Roman Reigns is supposed to be the face, but that match is gonna that match is basically gonna be exactly like Bret Hart versus Stone Cold, but in a horrible way. We all know Bret Hart came in as the face and Austin came in as the heel, and then during the match, all of it went differently, but in an amazingly awesome way. This match, however, we all know Lesnar, the big badass heel, is going to be coming into the match as the babyface, and Roman Reigns, the so-called the future babyface of the company, is going to be coming in as the heel, and everybody's going to be cheering for Lesnar. So basically, they already screwed themselves right there. So Lesnar has to remain champion. Rollins has to cash in and steal the title, or the only way for Reigns to become champion yet have people actually care about this match is for Paul Heyman to backstab Lesnar and side with Reigns, because basically Heyman has been kissing the ass of Roman Reigns also. So
I Something tells me that was the plan until Lesnar re-signed. Something just tells me that was the initial plan. They're gonna like, we're not sure if Lesnar is gonna stick, so Heyman's gonna turn heel. But now that he re-signed, I don't think they'll go with that.
yeah, and Heyman will stay with Lesnar. Therefore, Lesnar has to stay champion.
Or if you
Yeah,
want,
yeah. Sorry. Go ahead, sir. No, you speak. Sorry.
the other thing I was going to mention is if you want Rollins to remain a heel, if he does cash in, the best part would be to have Lesnar retain and have Rollins cash in on Lesnar, because if people are going to cheer for Brock, then
Oh yeah.
because if you cash in on Brock and he's down and out, then the people are going to be pissed because they're cheering for Brock. Whereas if Seth cashes in on Reigns, people are going to cheer him, and Seth Rollins will become an instant face, which throws all of their plans for a loop. So if Seth does cash in, be smart to keep the title on Brock. Like, give Reigns a good, solid fight, make him look like he's going to win, but ultimately, Brock wins, and then Reigns gets pissed off, turns full heel, and like spears Brock at the end, or just waylays on him with a chair or what have you. But basically, dastardly heel things.
Or maybe Heyman helps Rollins cash in, and with the mindset that Heyman probably saw the bigger picture and realized it was inevitable, and that Rollins would cash in
Mm-hmm.
and get the title. So maybe that way, and
Oh, oh.
it'd be a way to go if they're not on, if WWE now has doubts about Reigns, you now put Lesnar in the face role with Heyman turning on Lesnar and aligning with Rollins. What this does to Roman, I don't know. But if you don't have faith in Roman, you slot Lesnar in the face role. That's what I would do.
Yeah, and plus don't forget Heyman made a deal, an agreement, an alliance with Seth Rollins. So Paul Heyman could still be on Seth Rollins' side. So I forgot about that. So yeah, Heyman can backstab on Lesnar and align himself with Rollins when Rollins comes in and cashes the title. Therefore, Rollins is basically the face of the Authority. Lesnar becomes the ultimate babyface, but a part-time babyface. Reigns is basically 50-50, but since the WWE has so much confidence in Reigns, he can still be like, still be in there.
Yeah, it'd be a nice way to write Rock out of current storylines, depending on how many days he has on this new deal of his. But yeah, it could also work because if they say Raw comes out, his next scheduled day after Mania is the next night on Raw. So he comes out, the Authority, quote unquote, suspends him indefinitely, so he goes away until he's needed again. And that kind of creates the want for him to come back to get his revenge on Paul Heyman and Seth Rollins.
Mm-hmm.
So then when his comes time for his next appearance, he comes back with a vengeance and basically destroys anyone and everything in his path, only as a babyface this time. So
We should be WWE writers.
yeah, everyone on our forum should be WWE writers because there are more
Like,
creative minds on our forum than the WWE has right now. So
I said this in the video on the Wrestling is Wrestling video. I said get Max Landis to be head of creative. Because that video alone should deserve him of that job. Because that video was just brilliant. Fucking awesome.
all right, so any more
Yeah.
fucks given about this match, or are we basically done?
I'm done because I already said my piece. Either Lesnar wins or Seth Rollins win by either cashing the title, cashing the briefcase on, either by doing one or two things. Either cashing the briefcase on Roman Reigns, wins the title, then on Raw, the Authority betrays Seth Rollins and aligns themselves with Roman Reigns. Therefore, Roman Reigns is the new face of the Authority. Therefore, heel, and Seth Rollins can be face. Or number two, Seth Rollins cashes in on Lesnar thanks to Paul Heyman betraying him, and therefore Seth Rollins can be forget you Authority. I'm done with you. I'm a Paul Heyman guy. He'll still be a face, but he'll won't be a part of the Authority no more. He'll be with Heyman, and Heyman will be like, I got a champion that's the future. But we all know Lesnar, who just got signed, will basically be the brand new top babyface, even though he's a part timer, and he'll want to kill Heyman and Rollins and anyone that gets in his way to get his title back. So that's like the only way. Roman Reigns can't be champion unless he turns heel. Otherwise than that, no.
The only you speak of Rollins face, and the only way Rollins is turning face is when he's if they do it right, is when he starts having a play of conscience, if you will. He'll see the Authority doing something, but then and they'll try to encourage him to do it. He'll need encouragement to start doing heel tactics, is what I'm saying. And that's when I feel it will towards a face turn. There really is no other situation from where he is now that would work to turning him face. He has to start being encouraged to start doing heel tactics. I think so. But I will say this, and I'll call it right now. Shield triple threat match at WrestleMania next year. Rollins versus Ambrose versus Reigns. Calling it next year. That's for those three men. That's the match they're gonna have next year. Shield triple threat. It's probably what they should have did this year, but they too many guys were in too many different places.
But the thing is, will the title be on the line?
Yeah. All three guys by then will probably have held the title. So I'd say yeah.
Yeah, I can see that. That'd be a great match to see. And if they want to stack up on Mania 32 next year, then yeah, that could be an ideal match for the fans to see.
Because you've got like if Austin wrestles and Taker wrestles, and you got Sting, then you're gonna have the majority of the match card sold out already just with that. So just fill it out like that, and and you'll have 3 guys fighting over the WWE title that are fresh, still fresh. And
Yeah, true.
hopefully by then, Reigns isn't doing suffering succotash anymore
Wait, you don't like
for
the Looney Tunes promos?
for his sake, and no more fucking beanstalk stories.
Uh,
I'd rather take a magic bean right out of the world that he lives in.
Reigns has to be with Heyman because Reigns can't speak. Reigns is not the talker. Reigns is more of a silent killer. So somebody either he
Reigns,
comes in.
Reigns, Brock is what Reigns should have been. Simple. Brock is a fucking killer and is what Reigns should have been. But nope. Vince went, I want him to be The Rock. No, the Rock is once in a lifetime. Rock is a very special case.
And just because he's related to The Rock doesn't mean he's gonna be The Rock.
You could tell that's what Vince tried to turn him into.
Oh yeah, easily.
Vince is like he's related, so he must have that charisma in him somewhere. Let's force it out, damn it.
There's money to be made.
Alright, so
Unfortunately, it wasn't he didn't get The Rock. He got more Don Morocco.
Alright, so anything else to add, or?
I guess that's it.
No, that's pretty much it. You know, it's as of right now, it's looking like big old train wreck.
And it should be fun to watch. So as a reminder, ladies and gentlemen, this train wreck starts, well, starting now, but we got the Hall of Fame here tonight with your host, Eva Marie, as I shudder at that. And then we got WrestleMania the next night, 7 o'clock Eastern, 4 o'clock Pacific, from Levi Stadium in Santa Clara, California. Not to plug it all, but anyways. Hopefully you'll enjoy the train wreck, or that's sure to come. And until we have our next show, whenever that might be, enjoy WrestleMania, or at least try to, and have yourselves a good one. Take it easy.